What does it feel like to be a dental practice owner? This is Dr. Nacho Goodman. Welcome to another episode of Talking Nachos. And what does it feel like to be a practice owner? I've been a practice owner since 2009. Dentistry's been part of my life forever. It feels like you're running a circus some of the time. By some of the time, I mean all the time. It can be awesome. It can be annoying. It can be amazing. It can be an awful and all the time exhausting. So to do what we do, help people chew and smile with confidence, it takes so many systems to put into place. It takes a treatment plan for your career. And at Super Dentist Business Boost, we are showcasing an awesome panel of dentists and humans, consultants, dentists, practice owners, advisors, and they're going to help you buy your first dental practice, what to look for, what questions to ask. It's also for practice owners because maybe you have a dental practice and you're not sure if it's running right. I currently have a puppy and I constantly say to Mrs. Nacho, is Tilly supposed to be doing this thing? Sometimes that answer is no, sometimes that answer is yes. So at Super Dentist Business Boost, we have made it totally free for everyone to watch in May 5th through May 7th. So mark it on your calendars, text BOOST to 215-543-6454. We'll give you a free watch and pass. You're going to see amazing people like Dr. Mark Costas, Robert Montgomery, Maggie Augustin, Laura Brenner, and more, sharing with you strategies for success, decreasing stress, and most of all, reducing the number of times you feel like crying inside a day. We have an awesome Talking Nacho show for you today. I'm ready for my first guest when my team is ready to bring him up. So I have another dentist like myself. We're not normal, that's for sure. We're not normal. Dr. Chris Hendricks. Hey. Chris, tell us a little bit about where are you sitting right now on Earth, and tell us a little bit about your practice story.
Yeah, man, I'm in an upstairs office in my building here. We're in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Nice.
And yeah, this is a 7,500 square foot office. 2-story. The upstairs is all admin and break room, balcony, that kind of stuff. Grill, the essentials.
Every circus is different size. You have a pretty large circus. You got a large circus there, right?
Dude, it's a big team. We have 2 locations in Santa Fe. So Santa Fe is not a big town, like 85, 90,000 people. But 2 offices. This is a 14-chair practice where we do pediatrics, general dentistry for like kids and young adults, and ortho. And then the second location, I should say, just does pedo and general dentistry. And that's like 5 miles from here.
Gotcha. So you're in it. You're running the dentisting game. It's like full contact arts and crafts. Some people don't want to be there. That's what we do. But they got to eat, right?
No one has to.
We're just trying to help them eat. I don't know why they don't like us. I like you, so say that to people. Now you're looking to add an awesome associate to your practice. Right. And so what we do with Dentist Job Connect, bonding dentists together. You're on our platform. My team will put up your text code here in a minute. But tell us a little bit about this position. Are you looking for full-time, part-time? What are you looking for the dentist to do? Share with us.
Yeah, we're looking for full-time, ideally full-time general dentist with an interest in pediatrics. The current guy, so we have our current outgoing associate is going into a pedo residency, which we're pretty stoked for him to get into, and we helped him along the way, and we're proud of him. And we're looking to fill that void. Full-time is 4, but 5 days are available if you want them. Like I said, that we have a big enough team that you can kind of pick and choose how you want to practice and what you're looking for. If you're like, I kind of just want to do the older kid thing, young adults, great, we got you. Do that. If you want to do younger stuff, if you want to learn to be a pediatric dentist, if you want to prep yourself for residency someday, we're down for that. I mean, I've placed
2 successful, Chris. Here's one of the things I say.
All of our associates into residency. So if you want,
good. So happy for you. And now we don't have anyone to do your work, right?
Yeah, right.
It's a double-edged sword. It's happiness that makes you cry on the inside. But I know you're
some have come back, but not everyone. My current partner was a general dentist with me. We got him into residency, and he's back. So,
nice. What I like to share is we do more than just dentists. We do things outside of. So you have a full-time position in Mexico. You can text Santa Fe to this number here to learn more about it. Your why is awesome. I teach a lot on this. You're replacing an associate. So sometimes people will hire an associate because they're busy, but busy is a feeling, not a fact. You have an actual someone you're replacing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about outside the operatory. So if I said, hey, you know what, Chris, I could move to New Mexico. I know nothing about it. I'm going to dentist 4 days a week. But what are some things that someone does outside of their operatory?
Yeah, I won't lie. When I came to New Mexico, I didn't know that much about it. Breaking Bad had just come out. And so you kind of had this vibe of like, God, that place is gritty. I grew up in Denver, and I thought the world ended at Colorado Springs. And there was nothing until you were in tropical Mexico. So I was a little curious. Santa Fe is in the northern mountains of northern New Mexico. So we're about an hour, maybe like a 2-hour drive south of the Colorado border in the mountains. So we're at almost 7,500 feet is where my home sits.
Cool.
So to put that in perspective, a lot of ski mountains in the west are at 7,500 feet. A lot of the Alps peak in areas like that. So it's high. So because of that, we have the desert, but we also have the alpine. And we kind of sit from a weather perspective, climate perspective, you're in the middle. So if you go drive south, we're about an hour outside of Albuquerque, which is not the capital, but the biggest city here. If you drive down there about 1,000 feet, it might snow once a year. Pretty dry. Here you drive 1,000 feet up towards our ski hill. It's going to snow all winter like it would in any other place in the Mountain West. So we have, I would say maybe like 3-4 snow days a year from the practice where we close because of conditions. But it doesn't stick around, and that's because we don't have a lot of road crews. So you're going to see snow in town a few times a year, maybe more. We definitely have 4 seasons. So if you come here, it's mostly it's like an outdoor thing, but Santa Fe is different in that it's also a huge art hub. If you go Google it, it's one of the biggest art markets in the country. So you have a lot of second homeowners, a lot of like wealthy people will come into Santa Fe for our Southwest art and other art. So we have like 5-star restaurants and amazing art in a small town, which you wouldn't expect. We have a world-class opera. So it's like very classy, but you also, 5 minutes outside your front door, you might have a mountain bike trail that you can jump on. Ski hill 30 minutes away. So I'm like an outdoors guy. I do a lot of the outdoors, but I like the arts too. It's a shocking blend, and it's what sold me and my wife.
You go outdoors, also walk around with some wine and look at art, right? It's a versatile activity.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a hidden gem, but it's definitely a gem. If you know, you know.
And what I want to kind of share as we wrap up is I really appreciate you sharing this story because I love that you're a team. You have multiple dentists there. So if someone comes and works for you, you're going to have their back, right? Whether it's patient management, whether it's learning a new procedure, you clearly have a system in place for working with people and then helping them move on to their hopes and dreams, whether that's doing pediatric residency, and you guys have a great vibe. So what I want to encourage you to do is 2 things, Chris. People can text Santa Fe to 215-798-9897 to learn more. But 1, post some videos on the Nacho group of both your practice and outside the operatory.
We'll do. It's coming. We got it. Be glad.
And then since I have you on live TV and like 1 million people are watching in Philadelphia, Friday, September 30th, Saturday, October 1st, please take a business development trip to see us because we're having an amazing CE course with dentists of all ages and stages. So get the team from Santa Fe to come to Philly, eat our awesome food, but more importantly, learn, have fun, but get out there and share your story because I have a feeling you're going to need associates in the future as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we could place 2 docs easily. We have the capacity and patient needs, so easy.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being on. Let's get back to
your time. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
So Dentist Job Connect, if you're looking to hire an associate or find a job, we will help you. It's totally free for job seekers. You can text hire to 215-785-9897, and you will be able to get connected with our Job Connect team. You can also text job to that same number. I'm ready for our next guest, so my team is ready to bring them up. Awesome. So I have Jay from Crazy Dental here. Jay, share with us what you guys have going on and what you can help our Nacho audience learn about what you do. You might be muted, Jay.
I said I eat a lot of nachos.
You eat a lot of nachos. Good. That's it.
How are you, Dr. Paul? How's it going? Long time.
Good. For your first time on Talking Nachos, just want to take a minute or two and share.
Thank you.
What is Crazy Dental? You're a new sponsor of the group. What do you guys do?
We sell dental supplies. We are rapidly growing. We're, I think, number 6 now in the country. We're a buying group under the name of DC Dental. We guarantee to be the least expensive in the industry for the authorized distributors. So if you go ahead and purchase from us, you'll see on the website all of our competitors. We take the lowest price, we match it. Boom, sign, no frills, no, you don't have to haggle and deal with anything. Order it, get it in by 3-4 o'clock that day. It ships same day. You'll have it depending where you are in the country. We're nationwide. If you say, well, it's such a pain to move over, switch, send us your invoices. We'll match the item numbers to our numbers. We use manufacturer numbers anyway. It's chick-chock.
Awesome.
And we'd love to work with you guys.
You know our dentist people, they love a deal. I've seen you at many, many events. I do want to commend you on the fact that you get your face out there and bond with our dental community. I think we should do this. So tell us, just share with our audience, dentists have been told, I can get you better supplies, cheaper supplies, blah, 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 for years, right? But I'm sure there's some people who are skeptical, us dentists are skeptical, and then they're glad they did it. So think of a story. You don't say the dentist name. But should people start with just one order and test you out? Can you handle all of their stuff? Tell us a success story.
The answer is absolutely to both. Well, the truth is, let's everything you need. It would be we cannot do because there are a lot of companies that sell direct. If you like an Ultradent product, we don't sell Ultradent; they're direct. If you like, whatever it is. So there's some burrs are direct, and then there's some, Dentsply sells a couple Wave. There's certain things that are direct. We don't care. We carry over 46,000 products, dental related. All dental, and we have over 160 manufacturers that we work with. So just off the top of my head, people, yeah, I mean, we this happens, we get this daily where people just go ahead, they try us out, they're like, wow, and then of course sometimes they'll forget, and then they'll come back a month or two later, and sometimes they're like, wow, I'm moving everything over. I always like the most recent stories because they're easiest. Yesterday I had a lady that called us. She has a consultant she's working with, and they advised them to use us, and boom. She's like, she sent us the last 3 invoices of hers. We sent her back the prices in 24 hours. She's like, wow, I'm trying you guys out. And she's moving over. So you're right. There are some people that will try 1, 2, 3, 4 just to see, what the turnaround time is. And are we really serious? Are we just some scam off? Like a lot of these websites, you don't know who you're talking to. We have an amazing customer service, stellar, out of Minnesota. And everybody in Minnesota is nice. So,
story. Dentists are always looking for a scam. They think there's a scam inside of the scam, inside of the scam.
Right.
But just like in my life, I can never have too many good babysitters. You can never have too many good resources for ordering things that you need. You can text discounts to 215-543-6454. It's 10% off. It's a pretty painless process to get started there. When they text
very simple. You can also, we actually have a landing page if you guys want. It could be your team prefers you this way. So once you text to the 215-543 6454. Ask them also. We have a landing page to make it easier for your group if you'd like.
We're going to text that back. We'll also drop that in the comments here. So people just scroll by. If you like this,
it's very easy. And you have any questions, when you can text us, you can call us, our customer service, we're personable, so you can talk to us, you can work things out.
I like it.
And we're real, we're live. Our home office is in Baltimore, Maryland. We're nationwide. Simple. We love what we do, and we're glad to take care of you guys. And again, it's guaranteed to be the least expensive. For authorized, it has to be authorized. There's no gray on our planet. And
awesome. I like to have this resource for our community. I like to help my dentist people in all different ways, saving money as well. And same plea to you, Philadelphia, Friday, September 30th. Guys, put text Travis on the screen. Friday, October 1st. You got to come to our patient-centered care and profitability summit. Chris has got to fly from New Mexico. You just got to take a train up from Baltimore.
Yeah, I could take a horse and buggy.
No excuses for that. Thanks so much. Really
appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care. Thank you.
So as you guys see, we've got someone who Dentist Job Connect help you bond together for jobs, saving on supplies, stuff dentists love to do. And I'm ready for my next guest, and my team is ready. I have coming the awesome Brad Ferris, one of my favorite Nachos sponsors, people. He's like me. He likes to be kindly disruptive and share some things to pay attention to. Brad, you've been on the show before, but just take a 60 seconds and share, what does Clinic Grower do to help dentists?
Right now, we're helping practices to get over their no-show issue, which is for the first 3 months of this year was massively horrible. So,
let's talk about, so everyone listen in, because no-shows drive you nacho nuts. This is something, a tale as old as time. I worked with my amazing dad, Brad, for 11 years. They passed away. And that was, this patient didn't show up. Why didn't they show up? You start taking it out on your front desk like they're the patient, which is unfair. You start saying this. So the no-show issue, right? Let's talk about this. tell me what you want to deliver to us. You can start with why does it happen? What do you guys do? The floor is yours.
Yeah, so I mean, what we do is education and systems and implementation along with our marketing. But about 32% of patients are just habitual no-showers. They're just bad people, maybe not bad patients, but just they literally have no fear. They have no remorse about no-showing you. And for new patients, it's hard because there's no way to ask that question nicely. You can't ask them how many times they've no-showed other dentists. And then I think the other, it comes down to confidence, and it comes down to how we're establishing the relationship. What we hear the most in our phone audits, actually over the past 90 days, is pretty clear evidence that the patient isn't confident that we can help them. And what we're saying to the practices is, share the experience of your dental team, right? Share how many patients you help. Make these patients aware of how great of an office and an atmosphere it is. It makes a big difference in getting them motivated to come in.
I love that, Brad. A couple of things. I was at a great business meeting the other day, and the guy was talking about a classic topic of being more present, not being on your phone all the time, not doing this. And he said, listen, I stink at being present, but I'm less worse than I used to be. And I love that, right? Just 10% better. No-shows aren't going to be solved with a magic wand. So let's say I have a dental practice and I engage with Clinic Grower. What are the tools? If you text Grower to 215-543-6454, how does the training work? Tell us a little of those details.
Yep. So I've got a free training that I put inside the group right now that people can contact us and ask for the recording. It was 18 minutes with one of my practices on Monday. We've also got a nice no-show sequence. I've often spent time reviewing the literature, so I can talk kind of from a fairly knowledgeable place. And then a lot of practices, we're helping them establish just a $1 Stripe authentication process in the practice for those new patients. Just making sure that there's just a psychological commitment of that $1, having a no-show fee in place. And yes, you might not get as many appointments confirmed, but you are going to see a much lower no-show.
I think, the chair time has become at a premium. Somehow the pandemic has caused this. Even though we're kind of past the pandemic in some ways, when you have open chair time, it's a killer of morale. It can be a killer of money. It can be demoralizing to people. So I really like that when you have people commit in some ways. I worked at a very fine dining restaurant in Princeton, New Jersey, and this was back in 2000. And we required for reservations over 10, $250, $25 a person. And one time I had one of those tables, Brad, and they didn't show. And I said to my manager, hooray, I get $50 in tip for nothing. He goes, no, we're not going to charge them. This rarely happens. But what it does is makes the other people give you notice for canceling. So I just think that this classic technique has been around forever. And it's, getting patients to make some small commitment so that at least we'll let you know. So I think that's awesome, Brad. Tell us before we wrap up, how has this impacted some of your clients? What do they report? Feeling better, making more money, crying less, all of the above?
I think it's just the peace of mind that the patient on the schedule has a very high chance of showing up. I think that largely, just like you said, it allows you to plan your day. Nobody wants to have an empty schedule that they don't have any patient to put into. So I just think it makes everyone's lives just a lot less stressful.
And I'll share something. I was talking about this the other day at one of my meetings. Momentum is key for anything you do in life. So if you're at the gym and someone comes by and says, let's have a few nachos, go back to working out. You don't feel like going back to working out, right? And, I've been able to pick up my daughter from school more than ever due to the pandemic. But if you want the truth, it throws off my work momentum, right? I walk down and pick her up. So the same thing happens in your dental office. When there's an opening in a dental office, it's not just about revenue. The momentum is thrown off. People start not paying attention. People start, trying to do other things. So I think what you're doing is just so valuable, and I appreciate you offering this to our community.
Thanks.
So we can text Grower to 215-543-6454. People want to reach out directly to your website. How would they do that, Brad? We'll put that in the comments. You're back. What's your website to reach out to?
Yeah, it's just clinicgrower.com/nachos.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Brad. Really appreciate it. So Nacho, can we just bring up the boost code? I'm going to make another plea. So do you think private practices are going to go the way of the panda, almost get extinct? I do want to say the panda seems very resilient because I feel like it's been the same amount of pandas since I've been in 4th grade. So they're very resilient. But if you do not want private practices to go the way of the panda, learn more about how to buy a practice, how to start a practice, what to do when you get a practice. Let's get more awareness. I work with DSOs daily. I work with private practice owners daily. Let's take a look at the full menu, the full Nacho plate of career options. join us at Superdance Business Boost. This is a free virtual gift to our community. Text Boost to 215-543-6454. If you'd like to be a guest on Talking Nachos or connect with us, reach out to us at salsa@dentalnachos.com. Thanks so much, guys. Awesome, guys. Great job, everybody. Brad, good job. Where's my nacho team?
Dr. Hendricks will be right here.
Oh, yeah, he's cool. Thanks for saying it. What's your name?